Marco Reus made it 3-1 on the night. And Dejan Lovren and Mamadou Sakho, the two central defenders, with rare goals to send Liverpool and Jurgen Klopp into the semi-finals of the Europa League. What a night, Michael.
An unbelievable night. Sakho's got to be really careful here. He's almost goading the Dortmund fans. But what an unbelievable night at Anfield. It's seen so many of these over the years. You never get tired of seeing this.
The favourites for the competition are out. Liverpool can march on thanks to those two. They've been immense defensively. You can see the emotion there on the face of Kenny Dalglish as well, and see most things at this ground down the years, but not too many comebacks can match up to that one tonight.
No, when this tie was announced, was drawn a couple of weeks ago, we knew it was going to be special. It just had that air about it. Jurgen Klopp against his old team. And the first leg started slowly, but it's burst into life tonight.
Jurgen Klopp, who always had the magic touch as the manager of Dortmund, well, he's bottled it, brought it to Merseyside, and look what it means to the Kop.
Well, these are scenes of feelings that Liverpool players, fans will never ever forget. Nights like this, European nights, are so famous at Anfield. As I say, they're nights that you remember for the rest of your life.
Well, what a night, what a comeback, what a story. Reaction to come. For Liverpool, somehow, Jake, are through to the semi-finals.
Darren, indeed they are. Look at that, all over in the 9th minute. Apparently, Liverpool win it in the 91st. What is it about Liverpool and great European comebacks? Memories of Istanbul 11 years ago come flooding back, and plenty more moments. Look what it means to Jurgen Klopp. The fans never gave up. Crucially, though, neither did the players, and these are truly special scenes. Not a single person wants to leave Anfield at the moment. Tactics out the window. Tonight was all about spirit, heart, and belief, and this was the moment the game was won. Stephen Manaman, you rather enjoyed it.
Just a little bit. Great skill by Daniel Sturridge, faking to roll it with the bottom of his foot, getting a little bit of luck there. And it's a lovely ball by James Milner. His set pieces were awful, but anywhere in free play, when he stuck the ball in the box, it caused all kinds of trouble. Yeah. And it was a great header. The two centre defenders were magnificent tonight to a certain extent, worthy, and they chipped in the other end of the field. And anytime Liverpool got the ball in central areas, pumped it into the box, they caused all kinds of trouble. I was shouting for the last 15 minutes, get it up, get it forward, get it forward.
And this is one of those things that Jurgen Klopp has brought with him. And just look what it means for the fans and the players. And let's hear from one of the heroes of the night. Divock Origi is with Des Kelly. Des.
Divock, that was an incredible comeback. Very special, I think. 3-0 down in the halftime. And the coach said that we had to create a moment where we could tell our grandchildren, our children, and make it a special night even for the fans. And we believed in it. I think when you scored the first goal, we all felt it was going to be a special moment. And at the end, you could see defenders scoring, strikers scoring, all fighting for the ball. And I think we deserve the win.
This night's going to live long in the memory. What did that feel like, Dejan, scoring the winner?
It's an amazing feeling. It was, I think, one of the best games, I think, in the last 2 or 3 years. You know, it was. We never stopped believing in ourselves. We said it in halftime. We have nothing to lose. We need just to believe. So, with a great effort from everyone, we deserve to win.
And what a goal from you as well, both of you. Every time they looked like they'd taken the game away from you, you brought it back.
Yeah. The most important today
I think the team played with heart, and the support and the fans never leave them, and always shout. And I think together it's a win for the Liverpool country.
Definitely. After that terrible start, 2 goals down in the first few minutes, did you think you could claw it back?
Yeah, of course. You know, we didn't expect that we will start like this. It was, I will say, a start. So.
Yeah, don't use that word.
Yeah, but you know, like I said, we showed our character, our skills, and we never stopped believe.
As you said, Divock, one to tell the grandchildren. Congratulations tonight, gentlemen. It's going to be a good party, I think.
Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot.
Thank you. Nothing is over, eh?
It's a good point. Mamadou Sakho, they're giving out the kisses. Look at that for a celebration. The half-time team talk from Jurgen Klopp certainly did the trick. Create the moment was his message. That's exactly what those players did.
Look, this is a brilliant Dortmund team, and just the sheer energy and determination, the fans, everything, they just overran this Dortmund team, who are one of the best in Europe in terms of possession, creating chances, but just that team spirit progressed Liverpool into the next round. Amazing night for them.
And you can see there the away fans behind us. They've been in fine voice all evening. They look shell-shocked, don't they, those that have travelled from Germany?
Yeah, and they should be. They'll probably never experience a game like this. And I thought the substitutions were telling tonight. I thought Tuchel's substitutions were very negative, whereas Jurgen Klopp's putting on the boys, and I thought Joe Allen was excellent when he come on. Daniel Sturridge played his part today. I thought Divock Origi was excellent. I really did. I thought he was brilliant, and he's really stamped his authority on that number 9 place now. And the other centre-forwards have got problems because he has really stood up and been counted in the big games.
These 2 games, it's like a breakout week for him, isn't it?
Listen, Jake, he was rested at the weekend and came on and scored 2. Scored a goal today, an important goal, and then played his part in the rest of the games, and I thought they just caused problems whenever they went forward, Liverpool. That's why I was urging them. I was shouting, you need to get the ball forward, because Dortmund looked gone the last 10 minutes. They was clearing the lines anyway, and, you know, I always thought Liverpool were going to get the winner.
Of course you did, Steve. Of course you did. What a truly remarkable night, though. You can see they're still they're still not keen to leave here. You can hear the noises still ringing around Anfield. A truly remarkable evening. You can catch your breath back now while we run through the rest of the night's results, because there has been other football. Easy to forget, though, tonight. Look at that, though. Liverpool 4, Borussia Dortmund 3. Liverpool through on aggregate in this one, 5-4. It's Sevilla 1, Athletic Bilbao 2. Extra time in that one at the moment. Sparta Prague have had a 4-2 defeat against Villarreal tonight. So Villarreal through 6-3 on aggregate. So a tough night for Sparta Prague. And an easy night tonight for Shakhtar Donetsk. 4-0 winners up against Braga. So Liverpool are through to the semi-finals of the Europa League, and you can see the draw for both the Champions League and the Europa League live here on BT Sport. Tomorrow from 10:30 the semi-final draw happens with Manchester City after their fantastic result against PSG, making it through to the semi-final. And tonight Liverpool doing exactly the same in the Europa League. You can see that draw from 11:30. But what a remarkable special night for that man, for his teammates, for the manager and for the fans. Liverpool in Europe have done it again. They've come back seemingly from the depths to win and make it through. They won't forget tonight. I'm sure you won't either. All the reaction, and we'll hear from Jurgen Klopp next. Welcome back to a remarkable night. 4 efforts on target this evening for Liverpool, 4 goals. That's the way to do it. They're into their 17th European semi-final. Just to let you know that you can see a cracking programme here on BT Sports, all about a team who've made it through to the semi-final of the Champions League. It's all about Bayern Munich. Owen Hargreaves has been travelling there. See that straight after us from 10:45 this evening here on BT Sport Europe. But right now, let's get the post-match thoughts of Jurgen Klopp.
Jurgen, heart-bursting stuff. Have you had a chance to catch your breath?
Yeah, of course, but it is difficult to explain. It was a wonderful night at Anfield, and yeah, to be honest, the game was strange from the beginning. You know, I think the whole game showed the quality of Dortmund. So use nearly each chance. And we tried to play. We lost in pressing situations, ball, counter-attack, 1-0, 2-0. That's usually against a team with the counter-attack quality of Dortmund. It's a killer. So, but scoring 2-1, conceding 3-1, and yeah, staying in the game, it's absolutely great. When we did the last two, when we brought Joel and Daniel, we gave them on the pitch as a message, we want to show character. It's not important if you lose, I don't care, it can happen, football is like this, but we have to show character. And okay, they did a little bit more, to be honest, and yeah, it was brilliant. I think that's what European football can be at its best. Wonderful experience. Hard to believe, to be honest, that it really happened like this. And yeah, congratulations to all the lads. They did so good, unbelievable.
You're trying to contain your emotions. You can see how much it meant to you. You'd asked for your side to be brave before this game, and they certainly were, weren't they?
Yeah, but it's easy to say it. It's easy to do it. It's more difficult. And in the half time, with the result we had, it's difficult to stay brave. But we had a little agreement in half time and said, okay, the easy way each person can go. Now everybody know, meanwhile, we have to go the hard way. And so, of course, the first half showed that we can score goals against them because we had unbelievable chances at the end. Always a block, but always in the box, ball in the box, wing, cross, shots, all these things. So it was good. We played a good game, but we were 2-0 down. That the team then stay in the race. That's really rare. And but when it happens, then it's outstanding. And so I'm really pleased for everybody who was here tonight, who saw the game tonight. It is, I think, easy, even for each fan, only football fan, who don't care about Dortmund, don't care about Liverpool, who watched the game tonight, thought, okay, yeah, football is a nice game, and could enjoy it.
They'll never forget it. Are we getting close to a real Jurgen Klopp team now? We saw the pace and desire and the pressing. I mean, after that start.
Really, my role is not too important in this moment, so I can say a few things. We had a good plan, to be honest, in the first half, but we conceded 2 goals. So you can throw your plan in the purple bin, and that's how it is. But it was not easy to change. Of course, we want to change offensively with Daniel, but with the style of play of Dortmund, so each offensive player opens naturally a space to play for them, but the game was really intensive, and Dortmund lost more and more the passing ability. They passed still, but not that correct and that clear than before, and so we had always our moments, and yeah, we did really brilliant, but it feels more than then my right arm hurts. I don't know why, who hit me, but so we are all a little bit. Yeah, it was intensive for everybody, and so now we're really happy, of course, and it's a great night, not to forget. Yeah.
After 10 minutes, though, when you're 2 goals down, did you think the game had gone, or did you have that belief?
No. Belief. You cannot, against a team like Dortmund, you cannot believe. Everything can happen. You can get the next counter-attack, the third one. They had the chance to score the third one. But, yeah, of course, in situations like you need a little bit of luck. For the first goal both goals were brilliant play of Dortmund, to be honest. But at the end, Aubameyang hit the ball and it's short corner. Each other shot, I think, Simon catch. Yes. And so this was not to catch, and so it was good. So they needed a little bit of luck over the goals, and we in the one chance. But everybody saw it. We didn't give up, and that's the most important thing, and that's what we can learn. At the end, it was brilliant, and it's, in my opinion, it's okay. If you are better, or much better, then you have to win. But if it's as close as tonight, and in a few parts of the game, of course, Dortmund is better. They are longer together. They play more confident in a lot of moments. But then you need passion. It's not. You need passion, and you need to to start to believe, and it was really nice to see with each goal how we came back in the game, and at the end I think there's no doubt about everything could happen, of course, but I think it's deserved. It's deserved. We had a lot of chances, we scored the goals, we fight, we strike back, we fight it like devils, and so it's deserved. A little bit lucky, of course, when you may score a goal in the 92nd minute, but yeah, great.
Huge step closer to a trophy, and of course a Champions League place.
Please don't ask me this shit, because it's so hard. I know nothing about the other results. Maybe all the Spanish teams are unbelievably strong. I never could really understand why everybody said before this game who will win this game will win the trophy. But I can say we have time in the middle of May. If we are there, we'll be ready.
Thank you, Jürgen. Thanks very much.
Colourful language from Jürgen Klopp. Good job it's 10:15, isn't it?
That's fine.
Apologies for it, though. Colourful language, emotional night from him. In so many ways, though, that interview sums up the evening, particularly when he says, yeah, I had a plan, but it was one of those nights where plans just went out the window. It was just mad.
Yeah, I think once, Liverpool got back into the game at two stages, first at 2-1, then at 3-1, 3-2, the whole atmosphere changed again, didn't it? And whenever Liverpool starts to keep it at the back, they looked as if they were going to get pickpocketed and they were going to break on them. But whenever they just went, right, let's just lump it forward, it caused all kinds of trouble. So you've got these wonderful managers who employ all these tactics with all these fantastic players, but in the end, just grit and fight and determination and passion that you mentioned, and the fact that the crowds were so up for the game, driving them forward or sucking them into the cot, whatever you want to say. That's what drove them forward. Balls into the box and Sacco and Lovren getting them. We talked about all the individual superstars who can score goals, and the two centre-halves scored the winner. Scored the important goals, yeah.
But I think the remarkable thing for Liverpool, if anybody doubted that Jurgen Klopp was going to build something special, tonight was another one of those nights. Everything he touches, I think, turns special. And I think the energy, determination, it wasn't beautiful, but it was just, it looked like Dortmund won the ropes.
What's it like playing in games like that?
Well, you can feel it. I think you can feel the opposition on the ropes. And Dortmund made some, as Maka said, made some really negative subs. Kagawa came off, Royce came off. They couldn't keep the ball anymore, and Liverpool just kind of overrun them, overpowered them. And I think the fans could feel it. And they just had that final punch, that knockout punch that won them the game.
Yeah, I played in a game a long time ago against Newcastle where we won 4-3, where it was literally, we were leading, they were leading, they were leading, and it was just back and forth, classic, chance miss, chance miss, chance miss. But you felt, if we keep driving forward, if we keep getting into the danger area, something will fall, something, and...
Dortmund wouldn't have played a game like this. Dortmund would not have played a game like this. And the thing is, Sturridge had a really good impact on the game, but that's a brilliant run from James Milner. Yeah. Just puts the defence under pressure, stands it up at the back post, and that's a stunning header from Dejan.
And he talks about a bit of luck, and it is, isn't it? Because Daniel Sturridge miscontrols this. Of course he does. He tries to drag it.
He's onside, though. No, he's fine.
No, he's fine.
Saka gets the advantage.
Look, that's a mistake, but then...
Good awareness from Milner to take the space, isn't it?
It got nicked through Mkhitaryan's legs, but that's a great ball, a great ball. The crowds are very frustrated with James Milner's corners. You can hear that anxiety when he hit the first man time and time again. But in open play, the difficult part, he set up a few beautiful crosses.
Maka, talk about coaching. You're two of the best coaches in the game. Lovren's at the back post, virtually on his own. Ramos, as the centre forward who's come on, is marking him. The game was just chaos towards the end. It was just a free-fall, and Liverpool got the best of it.
Yeah, you just couldn't dictate, and you couldn't get your instructions on. Tuchel couldn't get his instructions on for his team. They literally started to play anywhere, wherever the ball was, they were following it, and then running there and trying to close down. And they weren't doing it as a team or together, and Liverpool just pickpocketed them in the end, took them to pieces.
And talking of the message from the manager, Liverpool came out like a different team at the start of the second half. And again, it's just a little bit of insight into how much they respond to the words of Jurgen Klopp.
Well, I just think he's one of those managers that motivates the players. You heard them on the pitch. He said, give these fans something to remember forever, to tell your grandkids. And that was the start of it. Origi was Liverpool's best player on the night.
Look at his first touches.
Look at the passes, though. Every pass is forward.
But look at Origi. Make that forward run. Be positive. Get in behind. He does it really so well. Takes it early. Beats Weidenfeller. And I think from that moment on, it's a brilliant ball from Chan.
Great ball by Chan.
They needed that goal. They had 10 shots, 10 opportunities in the first half. Didn't have one on target. But that goal at the start of the second half just gave everybody... in this stadium a bit of belief.
Yeah, whenever they go forwards and people turn quickly and move forward with a bit of pace, they always look far more dangerous. And it's when you get a little bit lethargic at the back and start passing it, and easy passes into midfield without going anywhere. As soon as you turn and drive, As soon as you turn and drive forwards at the heart of the defence or the heart of midfield, you cause all kinds of problems, because Liverpool always have plenty of runners in front.
And the greatest sporting stories tend to be about individual brilliance, but also just a wonderful sort of seesaw of emotions. And we had that tonight. You know, when Royce put the ball in the back of the net for Dortmund, it's fair to say the whole of Anfield thought, well, that's it, then it's all over now, 3-1 down, we're done.
Well, look, game over. But, I mean, look, there's so many top players on the football pitch. Look, Hummels just takes the space. It's there. One of the best passing centre-backs in the world of football. But Liverpool are all over the place there. That's far too easy. Royce just runs into the space that vacates. Look at Lovren. He's probably 3 or 4 yards, if you see it there. Look at Royce. Klein can't see him. If Lovren is just almost level with Sacco, he might be able to do something with this ball. He tries to go in and win the ball. And that little difference.
Yeah. He follows Kagawa in there, doesn't he? And it's an area where he shouldn't go into, Lovren. He has to pass that on to James Milner or somebody. And that's the great thing about it. Liverpool have won 4-3. But when they go back, they can go through the goals that they've conceded and say, that was a poor goal. As much as Dortmund were excellent breaking, they really were. But that was a poor goal to concede. Once you've gone 2-1, you're right in the game. To be lopsided and for Klein to get caught by Royce going out to in and Lovren following inside, it was just a bit too much, you know.
And at 3-1, we all sat here and we looked around, didn't we? And we said, actually, they've gone quiet here. The bubble's been burst. And suddenly Coutinho steps up 9 minutes after that goal went in with this wonderful curling effort. And then suddenly Anfield believed again.
Yeah, well, he opens his body up, Coutinho, and turns really, really quickly. We know he can do that. Look at this turn by him. Opens his body up, one touch. Lovely ball by Milner again. And it was a bit like the Kevin De Bruyne finishing it from Manchester City, using the defenders' bodies to arc the ball away and just bend it in at the far post. It was a lovely strike and a great goal. And suddenly, when that went in, the whole place erupted again, and you thought, right, there's loads of time. Let's get back on with it.
And we've spoken a lot this season about what they need here is a really clinical, in-form striker. Well, they found two this evening, the two centre-halves.
The legend that is Mamadou Sakho.
But it just shows you, you know, sometimes... You know, look at this little block from Lovren. That's great coaching. I know. You know, and it just stops. I think it's Piszczek who can't really, that little yard of difference. Look at Piszczek gets there in the end.
But look at Mkhitaryan and is a Ginter. The ball just goes right between them. They're like a set of curtains. They just part. The ball goes right in between them. And Sakho's, look, see, right in between Mkhitaryan and Ginter.
It's good coaching from the brilliant. Because that's a training ground one. You know, it's come off.
But as you said, Lovren does his job. Sakho's going in the right area. Actually, the cross wasn't great. The Dortmund players split. It's like you need a little bit of luck to go through. But, you know, it ends up in the back of the net. And, as I said, the legend scored.
And so here we are now, Liverpool in the semi-finals, and they've done it in this way. They're going to carry a real bounce now, aren't they, through to the next round of the Europa League, because this is keeping their season alive, let's not forget. They're not where they want to be in the Premier League.
Look, I think Liverpool have something really exciting. I think they have an incredible manager. I think they have a lot of good players. You know, I still think they're finding their way with all these players. Origi's just emerged, really, in the last couple of weeks, and he's been exceptional. I think Coutinho, Lallana, they have so many of these star players. Firmino had a strange performance today, kept giving the ball away, but I think Jurgen Klopp's building something very special here. Add a couple of players in the summer, and Liverpool are going places.
It's an amazing semi-final. You see the goals that were scored over the two legs in the 4 games. You know, at least 5 or 6 in every single game. And, you know, it's going to be a special semi-final, whoever Liverpool get.
Oh, it's going to be incredible, isn't it? Of course, we'll bring it to you right here on BT Sport. Plenty still to talk about, of course, just where do Dortmund go from here, and an awful lot more. Look at the depression of the fans. Now, these aren't shots from a few minutes after the final whistle. These fans are still in their seats. They just can't bring themselves to leave. See you in a moment for more.
6-5.
Well, they'll be hoping the celebrations continue this season. Liverpool are 3 good performances away from winning the Europa League and being back in the Champions League next season. Look at these wonderful shots. The joy is clear to see. So Liverpool are in the hat for the semi-final of the Europa League, and you can see the draw for both the Champions League and the Europa League right here on BT Sport. Of course, Manchester City feature as well. Didn't they do well against PSG? Just who will they get in the semi-final of the Champions League? It's a big day for them tomorrow, 10:30 in the morning. You can see the draw for that live here on BT Sport, and then an hour later, it's the Europa League draw, and of course, Liverpool will feature. Right, let's hear from Thomas Tuchel.
Thomas, you must be shell-shocked after that. How can you explain what happened?
I can't explain it. If I could explain, something logical would have happened. So it was not logical and it was very emotional, but you can't explain it. Because if you can explain it, you could have interfered and do something against it. It was not like this. At the end, when the 3-3 happened, everybody here believed that they were meant to be today, and that it's kind of destiny. And if you have such a strong belief, things happen.
What have you said to your players in that dressing room?
Nothing at all. I mean, it was just one last sentence before I stepped out in front of the cameras that we had a goal and we did not achieve. And in this kind of level that we do sports, it is about winning, and we did not do it. We did not make it. And then, if things like this happen, you have to accept it. You have to be an honorable loser, and you have to stand up for it. And congrats to Liverpool, and you have to take it then, the defeat, like a champion. That's the performance we have to show now.
And you couldn't have had a better start, could you, with those 2 goals early and breakaways?
No, it was I think the best first half. We could have even scored more. We could have even scored more earlier, a 3rd goal, and then to be 3 goals up, it would have been, in the end, the decision. But we never came 3 goals away, but still it should be enough. The answer on the 2-1 was excellent, with a very nice goal for the 3-1, and then we lost control, and I don't know why exactly, but it never felt that we could lose this game, and perhaps these are this is the little sense. If you don't smell the fear, you're not on your highest level, and on these competitions it could be enough.
Do Liverpool have the quality to go all the way now?
Yeah, of course, but I don't care anymore. Not so much tonight.
Thank you, Thomas.
Thanks.
Honest man, so different to Jurgen Klopp, but I know that the players think the world of him. And he says that it's just not logical. Sometimes that's the way sport is. It's not always.
We said that sometimes there's nothing you can do. I mean, it was a great interview, wasn't it, considering what they... Very, very honest. He said you have to take it very honourably and get on with it, and you have to learn from it, and they'll come back stronger next year, because he's a great manager. You can see that. He's got a bright future ahead of him. I love his interviews, like you love Jurgen Klopp's interviews, and the breath of fresh air when you hear them after European nights, and I hope they do really, really well.
But the frustration absolutely crystal clear. Not just because they won the game, but because they came here. The crowd were phenomenal at the beginning, and they quietened them down. 2 goals so early on, and he knows it was in their hands tonight.
Well, he knew they wouldn't play worse than they did in Dortmund. They're just too good, Dortmund. They've scored so many goals this season on the counter-attack. Look at the space Liverpool leave for Dortmund to just run into. Again, we talked about mistakes, but this team is so good capitalising. That's some ball from Castro, by the way. And he's at the back post, Aubameyang. Really good save from Mignolet. But Liverpool, again, you get careless. In big European nights, we've seen some top teams, but poor in possession. And to leave space like this for top teams to break is just dangerous. And this ball is a stunner. But look at 3v1 kind of at the back there. You know, I
think that's the big thing. It's 3v1. Yeah. At the time when the killer pass comes in, the 3v1, they shouldn't be 3v1, they should be 3v3, because Liverpool had the numbers back, but they stopped and started looking at the ball and the players running past them, and they got caught. And again, it's something to work on. We mentioned it in the first leg over in Dortmund. Liverpool have to be far more secure. Poor pass by Milner, I thought, but Firmino has to do more, and he should have brought Royce down. If he didn't bring him down, Klein should have. You have to be cynical in certain games like this. Stop the threat so far away from your goal, because that happens at the highest level. That will happen. Good touch, great ball by Royce, lovely touch by Aubameyang, and he smashes it, virtually toe pokes it past Mignolet. You can't do anything about it.
It's going to be a strange emotion in many ways for Jurgen Klopp, because he's going to be on such a high living here tonight, but he will also know there is so much to improve on from that performance.
Well, I think you've got to take the positives. As much as defensively they were, the fullbacks were far too high, and they put a lot of pressure on the centre-backs to defend in areas which didn't really work out. But I think you've got to take the positives, you know, the emotion, energy that they showed to get back in this game. When they should have been out of sight, Dortmund. They had an opportunity to make it 3, and Mignolet makes a save that absolutely keeps him in the tie. And
possibly the biggest positive from the past 3 games that they've played is Divock Origi. Where does this guy's performance leave Daniel Sturridge, Christian Benteke? Where does it leave him?
Well, it leaves the other forwards with a real battle on the hands, because if anything, he was the younger player, the one who was probably 4th in line at the beginning of the season. You would have said Sturridge, even Danny Ings and Christian Benteke were ahead of him, because he was this lad who just come from Lille, albeit Liverpool bought him and he had a season out on loan. And at times, he looked a little bit fragile in the Premier League. It looked as if it was hard, but he was, of course, learning the trade in the Premier League. And as Owen rightly said before, in this last 3, 4, 5 weeks, starting at the game in Dortmund, coupled with the weekend's performance against Stoke, he's really burst onto the scene. I know he played well in certain games in the League Cup and stuff like that, but these are massive, massive games, and he's really stood up and been counted.
He's 20.
Yeah.
This is a kid, you know, and this is how you know a top player, because he embraces the occasion, he embraces the challenge. He was Liverpool's best player in both games, and it was the perfect centre-forward. You know, he's a target man, he led the line, he pressed the ball, he took a clinical opportunity. And Jurgen Klopp will be incredibly proud. He loves making players. He loves turning them into these special players. And Origi looks like, you know, the money that they spent for him, the value, that ball there, Son doesn't really play that one. But you're not going to get everything right as a young player. But over the 2 legs, he was brilliant.
He's only going to get better, which is the great thing. You know, he's up against Hummels today, Bender in the first leg. Papastathopoulos today, Socrates, he was up against him. Good seasoned defenders who played in lots of World Cups and represented their country, and he gave them the runaround.
And if he was English, we'd be getting very excited about it.
We've got enough.
Have we? OK, right, just to let you know that the game in Seville has gone to penalties. Of course, we'll bring you up to date with all the other ones. That game is happening right now live on BT Sport Extra 2, so you can go across and watch that if you like, or you can stay with us and we'll bring you bang up to date with all the goals from this evening. It's been a big night in Europe, a big night here at Anfield. More to come from us next.